Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Welcome to Steve's Fishing Channel once again. Just been out and bought some more new gear. My sister is going to love me. She's going to complain left, right, and centre. So Denise, but you know, a man needs his tools. So I've got some new tools. It's mainly going to be for my fishing gear, but you know, making floats and stuff. But you never know. I might get a whole bigger Dremel later, bigger than this one, and start trying to do some little trinkets or something, like little vases and ornaments, just to, like, you know, fill up my spare time during the daytime. Well, so anyway, I think I showed you my saws that I've got for my Dremel, my rotary tool, earlier. I've actually got my little clamps as well, which came through today. The two new toys I've got is a sander. I need something to open it with. Scalpel. Actually, this one's actually opened anyway. I'm going to tell you the prices on, if I can remember. This one was the actual base unit, kind of like saw I wanted. You only had the one on showroom, and they didn't find the box, so I can get it. The only other place I could have gone and got one was at Wimbledon, and I didn't fancy going all the way over there. But I bought two items for near enough that same one price, which it would have been £51. But what I've done, I bought this sander, which is made by Works. It's a 3-year warranty on this one, and that was £26.36. 26.36, and it has got a 3-year warranty on it. As you know, I've not even gone inside this yet. So there's the sander. Oh, you're bigger than I expected to be. I was going to be a small one, so it's not quite big. So there's the sander. It actually, let's try out this somewhere. It actually catches the stuff through this bag. And how you release this, I don't know yet until I find out. There's the sander bit itself. Comes with a little case bit on it. I know that because I just caught my finger on it. 1 speed. It's going to be ideal to sand some wood down before I start chopping it up. So I don't really want, you know, horrible, wet, dirty, grindy kind of wood. It's got a dust stop there, so it collects all the dust. I probably might turn it on quickly, make sure it works. So I'll take this off. So that works. Always have to make sure that the stuff works. So that's the sander itself. It comes with 6 sandpapers, 2 120s, 2 P80s and 2 P60s, so 60, 80, 120. So I suppose the 120 is the more finer one. So I'm going to have to try and check on eBay to find out how much they are for extra sandpapers. I don't know what this bit's for. Then you know you release it. Maybe I have to unscrew it to actually empty the bag. What this bit's for, I've got no idea. And the manual is just fallen on the paper, on the floor. See what this is bit too. Oh, it's like an extension for the sander nozzle. Yeah, what I can do is I can actually remove that and extend it out more if I want to. So that's all that it does. I'll probably just keep it as it is. So that's the sander. Again, that was a £26 36p from Homebase. No, a bit of paper. And then the other bit is my circular saw, which I bought. This one was quite cheap actually. I know I said that I was looking at the one on Amazon at 35, which would have been Amazon Prime, it would have been here tomorrow. This one, although it's only a 1-year warranty, and I don't think I'll be using that much, to be honest with you. Probably like a couple of times every month or something. Just chop some wood and that's it. Saw some wood, not chop wood, saw some wood. This one was actually £30.45. So really it's kind of a steal for the price. And if I can open the box up. I really wanted to get the station one, but I just didn't have it. And being with the, the way my arm hurts, it's going to be a little bit of a pain trying to operate time to time. Okay, so this is here, quite heavy. I suppose you have to kind of like that. I'm not going to. It's got a blade in it already. I suppose I might as well turn it on quickly. Just on the table. A little metal tie. That ties it on. It's just kind of like start falling apart on me. Those things. So I'll just turn it on. So that works. I think it does any damage. No, it shouldn't be doing damage to that. You have to push the button in, that one there, to actually run it, because there's a safety switch. So that seems to work okay. Don't know why. Looks like grease at the bottom. So that's a circular saw. The only other bits that comes with it is this, where that bit is, and a spanner to change the blade if you need to change the blade. The only thing is, it only comes with one blade, which is already on the saw itself. So I'll have to check on how much the blades cost to buy it on eBay again. I'll have to check on what. Oh, it's like a measuring tool thing. See, like the. Don't you see that? It's got the measuring. So I'll find out how to put that on later. Actually goes at the bottom, I think. Clips on down here somewhere. I think it clips on that. Oh, I'll check that out later. Right, it's bloody heavy. So, yeah, I've got a choice of cleaning it in the boxes, which I very much doubt I will. I'll stick them on the table. I've actually done some cleaning over there just now. So that's got, you know, like my paints and my sawdust stuff on there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this properly. I've got one of my grinders and my power base saw there. A couple of bits of wood beside it, which I'll be sawing later. I've got a choice of either using this old piece of bench to do the sawing, or use my new work table later. Now these boxes are going, let's keep that one out, and it's going to go in my cupboard under the stairs. Keep the sander on that page out as well. Actually, I can put them both in the same box, which is good. Doesn't close up properly. Very good. So you want to move that one out, and then fold this over. No, I don't want to be throwing the boxes away in case I've got to return them. And that's what I've always said to my mum. You darling mummy. Because I don't know what you keep them boxes for, throw them away. No, because if ever anything goes wrong with them, I can actually return the items, especially if it's local. And if it's on eBay, then it's more secure for me to send the stuff back. So I'll keep the paperwork out for now, so I can check that out later. Over here, I've got my that's just like nicks and nacks, like kind of like junk stuff in there. I've got nowhere to put it at the moment, apart from the cupboard, which I can't be bothered to do yet. This is the box of corks that I've got through today, smaller ones, as you know, 200 of these. And this is my other box of corks, which I've got from another eBay seller about a week ago. So the corks are up there out the way, so I tend to knock that box over quite a few times, and it gets like a load of corks knocking around on the floor. Safety glasses up there, and these bits I'll put there for now. So I really need to check out what I need to do with that measurement thing, and I'll put that paperwork there for now. The saw will go here. This is the grinder, like so. Right down here, and the sander will go over here. That's the grinder. If I want to use the grinder, what I've got to do is move the sander just over to the computer table, I think. And the saw sandpaper will go. So I'm not actually going to be using any of these today. Got them for when I'm ready. The sandpaper for the sander will go in that box where all the sandpaper stuff goes anyway. And that's it. that's the new toys I've got myself today. This can go there for now, but that will go in the cupboard under the stairs. Under the stairs, I ain't got no stairs. They'll go in the spare cupboard later on, and they'll see. Will stay in my wallet. I'm quite surprised how quick that took me to put together, actually, because that comes in like a pack. And you've got to like bolt it all together. And that's how it stands. Apart from its pocket, because it's on one of my shoes. No, it's still crooked because I've got it set straight. But that's how you wind it in when you want to put some wood in between and use the circular saw to cut it. So this will probably stay in here. I ain't got nowhere else to put it at the moment. So I'm going to rest it for now. Just there like so. And I need to find my little chisel set because I've got a chisel and I can't find the set again. Just like everything I buy stuff, I'll put it down and I'll go and lose it all the time. But yeah, I'm going to have a break. Go and make myself a cup of coffee, although I've just opened a tin of Pepsi. And then I'm going to get some of those new corks that come for the post today. And I'll muck around and doing some little float heads. You know, the bobble bits, the middle of the float. And give that a go later. Might do a live stream on it, I don't know yet. I like showing you guys, you know, the tools I get, because it's not so much the tools, it's the location where I got it from. It's like, you know, my local home base, and people might be interested in like getting one. And and as I say, the sander was 26, I think. Yeah, the sander is 26 and the circular saw is 30. And that's quite cheap for a circular saw, although it's only like 1 year warranty on it, you know. Just say I don't think I'm going to be using that more than once, maybe twice a month. The only thing about this one I've noticed is that it's got no sandbag collector. So when you saw, it's going to go everywhere. So I'm going to limit myself to actually sawing wood. Now, I've got some wood I've picked up from outside. This is just like scrap wood I picked up from outside. These are from an old table leg, I think. This is from someone who's doing some new building to their home down the road. This is a bit of rough wood, which I picked up. And two of these. Now I know they're thin, and I ain't going to be able to make any floats out of it, but I might be able to like cut them down and use them for safety when I'm using the saw. So I might actually try to create something so the saw's running all the time, but I don't know yet. Another piece of wood from down the road. So that's in the corner of my room at the moment. And I'm going to cut these down to a little small block size, about that big, and make some float heads or bobbers out of that as well. And I may even try and make some other little bits and pieces, such as like little ornament things. You know, starting only to do some of that stuff. Thing is, now I can't open the door, so I need to find somewhere to put this wood, because I can't open the door. Open the door now. So there we go, guys. That's what I've got today. That's what I'm planning to do. Cut them woods up to like small chunks. Make the little bobbers out of wood and cork. And maybe also try and make some like little ornaments out of the wood I've got as well. I need to make a better one of these actually. This is something I made temporary. So when I've actually kind of made a float and I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I'll just stick it in and let it dry off that way. Yeah. As I was saying, the reason why I showed the tools, because like people might think, oh, I need a bandsaw or a circular saw or sander, you know. And if I tell you where I'll get mine from and tell you the price, you might think, wow, that's cheap, I'll go and buy one. It's not advertising for the company, don't think that, but people do like to know where they can get some average kind of quality equipment if they've got low income like I have. And I always say, you know, it doesn't matter about, you know, the brand name and the quality. If it fucking saws, it saws, you know. Why go and buy, damn, moth in here. Why go and buy a circular saw such as like Bosch or Hyundai or some other kind of like high brand name at like 90, 100, 200 £, when you can go and get a cheaper brand. That's a XU1 for £30. You know, it does the same fucking thing. It cuts wood, and that's all you need it for. You know, it might only last like a year, but you can get other ones. You know, I saw another one there for £40, which was like 3-year warranty. But as I say, what's the point of buying one if I'm not going to use it that much? You know, I will use it, and it's probably going to help me because, like, you know, say I have a problem with my right arm at the moment. I'm still waiting for a letter from the medical place to get like an X-ray on it. So I think I might have like done something to the nerve or maybe a vein or something inside there. And I can't really be standing there with a saw. So I did buy a saw. You know, if it's only going to be, you know, a quick 2-minute job, then I will use the saw. Longer than 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then I'm going to use the circular saw. The sander, you know, as you saw, the piece of that wood was a part kind of like horrible looking, you know, gritty, lots of wood, you know, splinters sticking out. Use that, I can just sand that down. Now, I can't use it to use on, like, you know, my Dremel, because that's going to be fucking impossible. But, you know, I've got my other little Dremel, which I've got the little sanders for, and I can always sand it, you know, on the Dremel, on the lathe. So when I'm doing something on the lathe, I can use like little multi-tool Dremel kind of device, you know, with the sander, and just use it that way, because that sander's going to be way too big. Unless I had a massive Dremel, you know, a massive lathe in here, you know, which I could use, which I'm not ever going to be able to afford. And even if I was able to afford it, where the hell am I going to put it? I've got no idea. Yeah, I'm in the process of sorting this place out a bit more. I'll just tidied all that up there, over there. Tidied that table out. Just tidied up over there again with other toolboxes on and whatever. I just said, I know that looks a bit messy now, but I just had all that out. It's only because of the coat and the boxes there and this bag, it looks messy. But if I pull that out, it is more tidy down there. And I don't like putting my coat on the coat hanging outside in the hallway, because my cat jumps up and scratches the coats and makes holes in them. So that's why I leave my coat in here sometimes, unless I put it in my room. But yeah, I sorted over there out, I sorted that out, I sorted that out, and I sorted that out. Next, I've got to sort this table out again over here, because that's all filled with stuff. That's my multi-tool in there. I'll packet of biscuits. Would anyone like a bourbon cream? So that needs a little bit of tidy up. It's only because like these bits, once they've that away, it's more tidy. That printer, I'm actually going to strip the motors out of them later on this week, hopefully. I don't need that printer. It doesn't work. It keeps asking for new ink. I bought new ink and it doesn't take the new ink. So that's going in the bin after I've taken out the two motors, because the motors are pretty big. I have got one here somewhere. So about that size, and that I can use to help me to build a second lathe, you know, my own one. Actually, it's not going to be as good as that one. It's not going to be as good as the other one I've already made, you know, a temporary one. But I'm going to try to make a proper, more better lathe later on myself in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try to find out what motor's more powerful, because I've got this one. Just now. Just had it. I've got this one as well. And that's going to be more powerful than this one is, actually. But then I've got motor in the printer. It has two motors in. It could be the same size as that one. It could be bigger. I don't know until I actually open it up. And whatever battery, whatever motor's in there, I can actually connect to where it's gone. To this one, because this is a power supply. This one I tried making. This is from an old Dremel, kind of like multi-tool. It works, but it gets vibrating around too much. The motor controller, which is this here, that kept for some reason like smoking. Why, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to like make a second lathe. I'm going to make another one of those leaves, levels, or what you fucking call it. I can't even think what it's called now. I'm going to make a homemade one of these lathes. Because the other one, as I say, I've got this one here, which I was using until that new one came. And that's the homemade one, which I was using, but I'm going to make a better one. Out of the motors that comes out the printer. So I'm going to test out what motors work better first. And now I'm going to connect it to the speed controller. And it's got a power pack there. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to shut up talking because my throat's getting sore, and I'll catch you on the next live stream, whenever that will be. So thanks for tuning in to Steve's fishing channel and adventure channel. Bye for now.